Namaste, Jai Bharat. If you tell a small grasshopper that it is a beautiful big butterfly, two things can be possible. Either the grasshopper, if it is smart, would say, "Get away from me, don't fool me around." Or if the grasshopper is utterly foolish, he would accept it and he would try to believe in it, and then, most foolishly, he would try to live a life of butterfly. Precisely this is what happens with Pakistan as a society. When I say Pakistan, I focus only on the Punjab of Pakistan because others are not really connected with the notion of Pakistan which they present themselves to the world. Now Pakistan is told that you have this. They would like to believe it and they would like to live according to it, whereas they don't have such abilities and capabilities. For if they want to understand it better, those Muslim Punjabis of Pakistan should at once look at the Hindu Punjabis, Hindu Sikh one Punjabis of the real Punjab, and see how industrious they are, how hardworking they are, how they don't look for shortcuts to gain things. They work hard and legitimately earn things. And look at themselves, what they are, they should know for themselves. This would give them throw some lights on their foolish notions. Now, Pakistan is a society. I don't call it as a nation because they are not a nation at all. Pakistan is a so-called society which does not even make sieving machines. Sieving machines, bike engines, they don't make anything. And then do you think that the world should believe, at least we should believe, that they could make nuclear weapons? Not really likely. But they have nuclear stockpile, that's true. Who made it? At whose instance it is kept there? It's stocked in Pakistan. So who must have made it, or they must have made it and brought it there? These things I don't know. I don't like to speculate. And when I speculate, I'll say that I'm speculating. So someone must have brought it there. And then from that day, Pakistan started speaking, we are nuclear power, nuclear power, nuclear power. And I've seen in some videos, in the market places where they're celebrating something, they write that green background round arch board where we have atom bomb is written. These people, of course, are obviously like those grasshoppers who believes that it's a butterfly. They also believe that they have these things. Nonetheless, fact of the matter is that they have some nuclear stockpile, which Bharat knew, should have known, I don't know. And during Operation Sindoor, Bharatiya Vaisena had wanted to show people or give a message that it's possible for the Bharatiya Vaisena, Indian Air Force, to attack their nuclear stockpile if we want. We have not destroyed their nuclear stockpile. We have shown that we can attack this close. And we have given a message that our precision is real precision. These are all the achievement of hard work of the Bharatiya mind. Bharatiya mind includes north, east, west and south. Pakistan has only a fraction of the west. Here, this is a synthetic unity of oneness. We have Rigveda speaks of Aikamatya Sukta, and we are a living example of what the Rigveda teaches us. Aikamatya Sukta, last Sukta, Sangachatum Sambadat. So the mind of Bharat is strengthened with the variations, and we could make things when we are supported from the rule. Erstwhile governments before 2014 used to be functioning at the instance of many people whom they consider as their bosses or elders, whatever it is. They lacked in confidence. They were not decolonized in their minds. They carried to some extent, their colonial mentality. They had this Muslim appeasement policies. They had, and they do still have. So things have changed in Bharat, and we wanted to give them a message that it is possible for us to pinpoint and give accurate, very accurately, send weapons of destruction should we need. Now the stockpile is there, which were disturbed, must have got disturbed because it's on the doors our missiles went. With that instance, who was disturbed? The America was disturbed. Were they custodians? Likely they were custodians of it. And some narratives say that Pakistani Air Force, even senior officers, are not permitted to go near the Kirana Hills stockpile. These things come out much later. It's entirely under the control of or custody of US, and the US is actually owning it. Though Pakistan says that we will send nuclear arms to Bharat when we need it. They can't do it. That they also know, we also know. They will have to help. They will have to take the help of America to do such things. And I don't know, it depends on the situation, because America no one trusts and no one trusts. And our experience is not very good with them. So with that Operation Sindoor, US finds that they cannot tame Bharat. They are not tameable because we are not timids. If you look at the history, we never were timids. That history you are supposed to study out there in black and white, in spite of the Muslim communist historians who tried their best to mutilate and destroy our history. The history original must be there for you people to find out. Now, there's another story coming up. I don't know to what extent this can be correct or true. These are all narratives. Saudi is trying to get some control over the stockpile of Pakistan nuclear weapons. And if Pakistan can be custodians of nuclear stockpile, Saudi can also be custodian of nuclear stockpile. Saudi as well can do it. They both have no edge over it than one another. Somebody else might have to operate it. So this narrative comes into popularity. We hear people saying so. The US is overall umbrella, and these two people function. Saudi has its own stand, its own status, unlike Pakistan. And Pakistan had always been an instrument in the hands of someone or the other. Not necessarily US always, but someone or the other. Their income, their revenue is not from hard working, by swindling through stories or becoming subaltern to somebody. Through this subaltern operation, that was their income. That is their income. That's how they survive. And this money is not spent for the people of Pakistan. It goes largely to the pockets of those who are in authority. This is a situation very interesting. And Pakistan would keep claiming that we'll do this, we'll do that. Please do ignore, as we normally ignore the videos in which there's so many things. Anybody can say anything, and to any extent, and repeat it to any amount. Why should we bother? But then these things, some kind of new shift, but the real world is emerging in time, not controlled by the US, where authority gets focused into some or few, but it should be multipolar, not just unipolar or bipolar. It shall be multipolar, where different agencies, different nations will have respect, rule, and people will operate in equal times. That should be, and that's what is going to emerge in time. How long it takes, I cannot predict. But in time, the world will turn into multipolar, less destructive and more constructive for mankind. It's not that the humanitarian that communists speak of for their sake, it's for real humanism. Uh, Multipolar, with each one having equal respect in terms of others, and then cooperation, trading, goodness, and people coexisting as the epistemology of Vedas and Upanishads teaches the Hindus. We shall meet again in time. Till then, please do think about the situation that's emerging in the entire world. Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.